because I'm going to screw him, and it's a storyline. It isn't just a, see, wrestlers, and I'm a wrestler, have a thing that it's just tonight. No, it's not just tonight. It's leading to a year-long deal. So everything has to be, okay, looked at the big scope of things. I'm not just going to get beat tonight. 4 pay-per-views from now, I'm going to win the Cruiserweight title or the U.S. title or Tag Team title, or I'm going to beat Leo again. So that needs to be explained and not keep guys in the dark.
Like talking about storylines and how everything is when you were booking, and like you will book a whole year or just like at least half a year or something, to build up into something nice and big. And nowadays, all I see is like a month building up to the pay-per-view, and then that's it. Do you think like they're slacking on storylines on TV, or?
I don't think they're slacking on storylines. I think that sometimes, and this is, it's easy to knock people because you don't have their job. You know, it's easy to be a Monday morning quarterback. But when you come in and they say, okay, you need a draw, you haven't had time to prepare. So, if a company should really have a guy doing this, if you're in the middle of the story, okay, so you're doing the week-to-week thing, there should be a guy right behind him, sitting beside him, projecting a year out, almost ghostwriting what he's doing each week, so it's a year out. Okay, you won't get that year out, that whole card at the pay-per-view, but you may get 4 out of 8 matches. And it will keep him from getting off track, because what happens is, and it's happened to everybody I know, you get so involved, you do a show, 2 hours, it's done, boom. Oh, what a relief, it was a great show. Okay, tomorrow morning we'll get to write another one. Somebody should be in the background. It's like if you watch the NFL, the head coach hardly makes any decisions now.
There's always someone behind him making the plays.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, you know, he's the head man, but somebody else is directing it the way it should go. But he's got the final say. And that's what I think has gotten on today, is that there's so much TV, they're so pressed to get it done, that they need somebody to say, okay, let me take it from here, I'll shadow you, what you're doing, and try to build it for a year, and build the pay-per-views, and I'll give you the pay-per-views, you see what you think it's going to do, and then you fill in the 3 weeks before each pay-per-view, knowing where you're going to go at the end of the year.
Yeah, going back to you booking WCW, when you were taking off the booking team, and like you had Russo and everybody, I'm not really sure who did the Russo era, who was completely booking, but then they rebooked you, and you were the booker, and they gave you like the shortest amount of time to make ratings, and like they just didn't give you anything.
Well, the other thing was, the deal was done to sell the company.
Already?
Yeah, because the other corporate tower, AOL, didn't want wrestling. So the deal was done, so it was almost like a self-destruct mechanism to make sure the company didn't go well. And then it wasn't just me that got shorted. Vince Russo got shorted also, because after I left, they put him in that position, and it was sold to Vince.
Yeah.
So they had a plan for it not to draw, because they wanted to get rid of it. It was not what AOL wanted as their program. Wrestling was beneath them, even though it outdrew everything by 5 times.
Yeah. Have you gotten offers or anything, like booking wise, like independent, like Vince and like?
No, I haven't, and you know, I've been out now for a while, and it's sometimes being out is good because you can see things clearer, and I'd be apt to look at something differently now and be able to, because I don't think it's a one-man job anymore. It's like I said, it's so pressure that you need somebody to bounce ideas off of, and there needs to be a team, but there needs to be one leader, but there needs to be also an assistant, defensive coach, an assistant, special teams coach. And so there needs to be a whole group of people doing this thing now. Because I don't care who you are, if you're successful, that happens to be a trap too, because if you're successful, you follow the same pattern and you start to do the same things over and over again. Well, you don't want it to be the same thing. They take a movie and it takes, a year to make a movie, right? And Iron Man 2.
Depends on who's doing the movie.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand. But you know what I'm talking about? A big movie takes a year to do the movie. So I think that the timing has changed. They need a group of people.
Yeah. So that's the main concern that I've also talked with the older wrestlers that have been in. They're concerned that our generation of wrestlers really don't know how to give what we're evolving into different wrestling, what you said. Yeah. But we don't know how to present it I have to say, I honestly don't think anything on TV or anything can present it of what I liked watching as a kid.
Well,
it's not just because I was a kid and I knew it was fake and everything. I was just more entertained because I was a kid. I can't sit there and watch the same match over and over every single week.
And that's what's happened is, again, it's what I said, when you're successful, you start to book the same stuff. Yeah. So if I'm a wrestler and I see that you're going with this product, I'm going to make sure I copy that product. So now everybody becomes a cookie cutter. It's like I said earlier, if everybody's doing the spots and spots and spots, and then it's been like that for 2 years, and I come out and do nothing but grab a headlock, maybe the people, boring for 4 weeks, but after that they're going to say, oh, this one's real. And they'll be chanting your name after 4 weeks, 5 weeks,
And that's the one thing that, the only person I actually do enjoy watching TV right now is Orton. Because I think Orton, we sit here and we rag on him because he throws 10 headlocks a match. Yeah. But he works the headlock, and he works it into his moves, and it covers for the RKO or the diamond cutter or whatever, because it's working the neck. Yeah. So, yeah, I think he's got the best character and most realistic.
Yeah, and he's also third generation. So he grew up around the business. His dad was a great psychologist. His grandfather was a great psychologist. So he understands it, and he probably has had a little bit of learning underneath the tree of knowledge, from the father and grandfather. So he's had a little bit of a head start than most people.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, Kevin. Is there anything that you want to promote?
Yeah, James's movie. What is it?
The Car Subject Just Changed.
He wouldn't let me get rid of that one, would he? Got Subject to Change by 3 Count Promotions. Right?
Yep. Him and Timmy Rivers. We've had Timmy Rivers on the show before, so hopefully they will have more onto that. So, but thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Thank you.